Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network, and it's Sunday. It's time for We Care You Matter, and I'm loving tonight because I'm hoping to do a lot of these. I'm with Dan Creviston, and I'm with Jesse Qualley, a couple of friends of mine, and we're going to talk about Dan has FreedomBaitz, which let's go here, and he makes his own exclusive plastics that are Jesse has been tearing them up on the flowages right now, fishing with these. So we're going to talk about his plastics. You're going to rig them up. You're going to talk about how this all came about. I've been looking at these plastics, and we've been talking about ways of fishing them and how it works and just everything that's going on. And this is good. This is going to get real good. So with that, I guess it's a matter of, Dan, introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Dan Creviston, owner of FreedomBaitz Plastic and FreedomBaitz Outdoors. I own a tackle shop here in Laval, Wisconsin, and here in the store we manufacture microplastics for ice fishing and for pan fishing during the summer months.
You've been doing a lot of ice fishing lately. You've been doing competitive ice fishing.
Yes.
So, you know, you're not playing around with this stuff. Jesse, you want to let everybody, and I'm going to play with this thing and let everybody know who Jesse is here. We're going to go down right here. And Jesse, if you would introduce yourself.
I'm Jesse Qualley, owner of Greenwater Walleyes Guide Service. I've been stopping in all winter and talking to Dan about his plastics and working with, getting bait here at the shop, and thought we'd do a video now of what we've been using and kind of a little bit of different things here and there. So
You and I have been friends a long time, and when it comes to catching fish, you know how to catch fish.
Not always.
So,
it can be tough. It was tough yesterday. We caught fish yesterday, but we had to do, I'll kind of show you what we had to do. We really had to small stuff, and a lot of scent helped yesterday, but we caught fish.
Okay.
Also.
What I'm going to do, everybody, is this. I'm going to run around and play cameraman, and I'm going to take the computer with me for whatever we got going on. You guys are going to talk about these plastics, and you guys are going to do a little demonstration because Dan's going to show people kind of how he rigs up some of the different rigs, and you got your own jigs and stuff, so you're going to rig up some plastics, show some plastics. Jesse, you're going to talk about the scents a little bit.
Yep.
You're going to show people how, if they go out, the way you go about doing it to catch fish, the way you guys go about doing this to catch fish. So with that, I'm going to go slide around over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you guys talk about what's going on here. So with that, I get to get out of here. And Dan, tell everybody about how you got started. Let everybody know how you got started here.
Well, back in 2015, I was doing some summertime fishing, and a friend of mine owned FreedomBaitz, and he was making some bass jigs, and so I inquired some jigs from him, and he was supposed to make me some, which he never did. And one day I got off the water, and I decided to just make a drop visit to talk to him about them jigs. And he kind of said, well, I got a little bad news. He says, I'm actually going to sell the company, and I would like you to be the first one to purchase it if you're interested. And I was actually supposed to go somewhere with my wife and the family, and that didn't happen because I was in the basement making plastics with them and going over it all to see what I was actually purchasing. And it was a matter of a couple weeks later, we bought the company from them. From there on, we've been making baits and trying to make more.
But you've been experimenting. You've got some exclusive baits that have to do with Freedom Plastic, and you have some exclusive colors because you've been talking with Mr. Qualley over there.
Yeah,
you guys have been playing mad scientist here.
The start of our, what was it, Wonder Bread.
Yeah,
Everything is Wonder Bread, and I tell you what, that is a hot color lately. Wonder Bread is.
I did not want to make it, but he kept making, forcing me and
So
forcing
which one
me.
is Wonder Bread? I'm going to play cameraman here. Which one would be the Wonder Bread, Dan?
Wonder Bread is right here.
Here's a bigger one in the.
Wonder Bread is that one right there?
Yep.
Okay. Jesse's got.
Yeah, like
and this is
here's a bigger one.
Bit of how, what do you got there, Jesse?
Here's the Wonder Bread.
Oh boy. And I got a feeling that if Jesse's pushing this, that means he's catching.
The thing is with this one though, this will be a great summertime or springtime for the crappies too. or white bass, pant, bluegills, whatever you want to fish for the smaller. But in the wintertime, what you've been doing is you cut it in half, so you make it smaller, make it downsized, because a lot of times it won't fit on them jigs where you won't hook your fish with them more. But then you want to downsize your bait, so you just tear them in half or just cut them in half. Use the back half, so then you just have that little bit of bait, but you still have all the tentacles and legs on the back.
Nice.
And then there's other days where they're real aggressive. It don't matter. You can use the whole thing. Them are good days when they eat the whole thing.
Yep.
Now, are you using scent with that too, Jesse?
Yeah.
You
Well, Dan adds that's anise
Yes.
oil to all the plastics, or you can get them without if you want. But
Yep.
a lot of scent this year, especially fronts coming through, you need that additive or that extra for everything. The main thing we've been using a lot the last 4, 5, 6 years, majorly in cold fronts, is the classic panfish and crappie formula by Bait Mate.
Okay.
So all you do, just drop your jig down. You don't want to put it in the palm of your hand, but just drop it. Soak your bait with it and drop it down. If you get a lot of fish chasing your baits up and down, you add a little bit of scent to it. You drop that down, boom. And another thing too is color. Changing up colors constantly in a cold front, but scent is major is key lately.
And just dip them. You're mainly just.
You can
just
dip them, or like yesterday, I was just taking the cap off because the top don't work anymore. You just drop it in there a little bit, and every time you switch out a color, just give it a little bit, or catch a couple fish, or change your plastic, just add a little bit to it, drop it down, boom.
Almost acts like chum in the scent too, doesn't it?
We were talking about that. Remember the old chum and rub, the old sticks? We were talking about that, and actually. Bait Mate has come out with like your little chapstick capsules like that. They have a small. I showed you those ones.
Yep.
It's just like that. The thing with those, you keep it a little bit warm. I throw them on my dash, so you just take your jig head, and just smear it on there, and it actually sticks to that head really good on there. Where this here is, you can put it on your live bait, crankbaits, plastics, whatever you want. I like this where you just squirt it on there and go. The other stick you want to put it on something hard, because you got to have like a hard surface to rub it on.
Yep.
But the juice, it helps big time. Then there's other days where you just can't, it's a struggle to get them to bite. So that's when you really got to downsize.
I take it there's been a lot of work in the bait shop, and you guys figuring a lot of this out.
There's different custom colors and different colors to try and make in, and what was another one? Here was one that we played with here. I don't remember what we called this.
You called it aqua.
Aqua, but that was another one that was good too. And that's just
wow.
there's a
That's
bunch of
gonna be
different
a new
colors
color
in that.
for
Yeah. And
This year.
a lot of times those lighter colored baits like that with all that sparkle in it, with the glitter in there. Boy, when you get the bright sunny days, that really flashes good down there.
Wow. Okay, what else do we want to talk about?
Going to the baits.
Going to the baits. That's what we're here for. Going to the baits.
Well,
What do you got there, Dan?
first up, we got a bait. All our baits are named after the military. This bait here is called the Destroyer.
Okay.
It is completely round, and each individual ball is designed to pop off if you want to for your liking or for triggering fish. This also works very well during the spring crappie bite, summertime bite.
Okay.
We make it in various colors, and this one's really kind of hard to see, but we do a little bit of customs to it. We make it laminate, where it's two colors. There's orange, and this is actually chartreuse, and the orange bled through the chartreuse, making it more of a yellower color. Now, I'll go right into the rigging for this particular bait. And the way I like to rig it, I usually lay the bait down in my hand and I poke the head, just like that, and then I spin it back around, which really holds the plastic on really nice, and it don't move, don't wobble back and forth.
You know what, Dan? Do me a favor. You've got in the tank over here, you got some jigs in the tank. Do me a favor. Rig one of those jigs that you got in the tank. Do me a favor. Rig one. Show everybody how you rig it up, and then show them what it looks like in the tank. So, because I want to know, because I'm going to end up buying some baits here. So what I'm cheating, I want the guy to show me exactly how this is done.
That's how I rig my waxies too, like that.
You do.
Do them twice like that. So you
do.
hook them once, spin it around, and hook it again, so it sits that. You know, because a lot of times they'll suck it right off there.
Okay.
See how that bait with the jig is horizontal,
Okay.
and see how the bait stays straight.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't fall.
Oh, nice.
I'm not even jiggling it. I'm just shaking.
Wow.
See, the action of this bait is
Any little
all in
currents.
the. It's all
Slide
in
it
the,
over. All I can see is the Freedom. We got to slide it over a little more. There you go, Dan. Now we can see a little bit more. We get in the white of the tank. There we go. A little bit farther. There we go. Now we can see. That's nice.
You see how any little
before we
current-
can see it on your FreedomBaitz in the tank.
oh, any little current. or
Oh,
any
that's
little
nice.
will make that move, and I'm not even jigging it.
Now I know why you guys catch fish. Now I know why you guys are catching.
And you can actually trim that down too. That's
Yeah.
you can trim it down to just a couple balls on the end of it, you know, and just hook
Here's what it looks like. Trimming it down. I'm gonna take 4 beads off it.
Okay.
There's your 4 beads.
Okay. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's nice.
And I'm not, barely moving it. I'm more or less shaking.
He's nervous.
I know, you told me you're nervous. We're going to do a lot of these with Dan. We just got to get you over being nervous right now.
Well, he just took 3rd place at the NFC. I don't know why he's nervous. He
yeah,
had a good-
exactly.
He had to sit in the hot seat, didn't you?
Yeah, I sat in the hot seat. That was a pretty unique feeling. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool because there's some really good guys out there, and they're unbelievable.
Let's go.
They all root for each other.
Talk about the patchy, the little guy.
A little patchy.
Yeah, that's my
This is a little,
favorite.
this is probably one of my favorite too. The little patchy.
Micro.
Micro. This guy, I do believe, measures about 5/8 of an inch.
Wow.
The nice thing about this bait, he too again is customizable to. All you have to do is if you're dropping it down and you're noticing that they're really looking at it and they're interested in it, but they're not biting. What we do here is pop head off and we fish that little guy.
Oh.
Now he's about a 1/2 inch.
Wow.
And
So
he's
also
got
kinda-
a lot of action to him.
So you're just hooking it, just like you do with your kind of like your jig fishing with a walleye minnow. Let's say a bigger walleye minnow. So you're just hooking it one time, or you can thread it down through. But I figured it's easier, just and quicker. You just hook it one time through the head, you know, and it sits perfect like that.
Which
Nice.
you can do it like Jesse was just saying. Hook it and just do this. That's one style.
Okay.
The other style is you can try and thread it. It's a pain in the butt, but it does work. Or what I like to do is I like to just nose hook it. That's what we call it in
Yeah.
bass fishing, nose hooking. And try and spin it around and pull in the plastic. Sometimes the plastic rips a little bit on you. But and setting it just like that. And with a perfect horizontal jig,
That's a Gilbert catching machine bait right there.
Oh,
That
man.
is, even crappies.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
that's
right
how
now
it was
they're feeding on
yesterday.
that micro
Yeah,
stuff
you're,
right
I
now.
mean, there was the fish were the front coming through yesterday. The fish were all tight to the bottom, and it was. I mean, it was a tough bite, and you had to downsize the
And
stuff.
they're feeding on
small.
bugs.
Yep.
They're feeding on bugs. On
Some
these like that.
zooplanktons or something down there.
Yeah, yeah, I call them bug. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys got all the fancy names. Wow. Wow.
What was the one that we? Oh, cinnamon.
a new color
Yeah,
for
the
this
new-
year.
This guy here.
Which one?
This is a fish catching color here. Oop.
Oh, that's nice.
Like the cinnamon candy.
Yep. And put a little bait mate on there, and
Yeah, a
oh
little
boy.
juice on there. And it, yep.
Yeah.
White is another good one too, but it seems like the crappies really like the white. Yesterday, when the fish had come through way up high, you know, everybody say tell everybody, well, those are crappies, you know. And it seemed like white yesterday. Crappies want that white. You get them to chase a few other colors, but boy, when them crappies would come through, you drop white up or bring it up high, you know, and boom, they'd hit.
Okay. Nice.
The
Now, huh?
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Dan. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
You go ahead and tell everybody.
And the next bait, I guess, is the tomahawk. Get this one out of there. The tomahawk, which is there again. It's not as customizable as the Destroyer or the Apache is, but I have a lot of people. Notice it has the same hook body as what the Destroyer, so we hook it the same way.
Okay.
But I see a lot of guys, what they'll do too is that they come back and they tell me is they'll pinch this off and just get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
They'll pinch that off and they'll just use it as like a paddle tail, and they'll take their hook and they'll do the same thing, which is a little nicer because it's a little wider plastic to actually work with, because a lot of the stuff is small.
Okay.
And then they'll do the same thing. Now
That's a hot bait. That has a lot of action
it
to
has
it.
a lot of action in the water too. You know.
And as soon as that water starts running in the holes and the water starts to warm up a little bit, they're gonna feed on this stuff like
Oh,
crazy.
Yep.
They're gonna feed. I see a kit there. I
Yep.
see a nice looking kit there. Oh, that looks nice.
We're offering a 110 piece kit in every one of our exclusive baits that we make.
Here's one where that's just the Hellcat
Here,
there.
show them, Jesse.
So this is a mixture of everything.
That is every store color that we offer, 4 baits of each bait we make. There's 304 pieces of plastic in there to give somebody the opportunity to
Smorgasbord.
to go out and see what they
Yeah.
really want to fish with, or what they like to fish with.
Nice.
But then if you let's say you're catching them on Apache there, and that's the only one you can get them on in that red color, they could come in here and you have the board,
Or order them online.
and they have, let's say they want a couple packs of that color, and they're like, I just catch them on purple, and they have purple, there's blue, there's a whole variety of colors, and then you also have custom colors too that you.
Yep. Custom
Like-
colors would be something on this. This is a little different. It's a little harder to make, so this is why we're calling custom. All our colors we offer, solid colors, and any glitter, any form, whatever to me is not custom. No more custom, other than doing stuff like this, where somebody wants me to make it 2 color like this, because there's a lot of time and process into this. But it's fun. It's fun making.
Yeah, I
The
like
sky's
that.
the limit.
Yeah.
That's Dan's quote every day.
Yeah,
The sky's the limit. You can make any color you want.
I just got to keep track of it.
What we were
all,
talking
so
about
you
last
so you
week,
want it
swirl.
Yeah.
God, that's a big thing now where guys are swirling colors together.
I haven't gotten the time to make any of that, but I have made it in the past, swirling. It's pretty easy, and it's going to be out on the market for FreedomBaitz. I guess the next bait is the Patriot,
Okay.
which is basically the same as like the Tomahawk. A lot of guys are busting off the hook deal and rigging it the same way. It's got a lot of action in the water. I actually caught my biggest fish today on the white Patriot 3 years ago, and when I just recently bought the company. The winter, I caught a 16-inch crappie out on Lake Redstone. And I got him mounted here in the shop.
Wow.
That's another bait that's got a lot of movement. That rounded tail in there, there's a lot of.
Yep.
You don't have to move it very much to get action out of that bait.
The rounded tail is actually connected, so for your liking, you can split it apart to get it to move a little bit more, that little tail.
Nice.
Next bait.
Well, next bait. I see you got jigs. I'm looking at jigs
Now,
there.
when you're looking at jigs, we have also offered this year our line of tungsten jigs. We offer it in 3 sizes: the 4mm, the 3mm, and we've also went down for that really finicky bite to the 2.5.
Wow.
And right now we're making it in 4 colors, which we have our ladybug, and then this is red with glow spots. The gold, the traditionary gold, because gold catches fish. We did put the round bead on it. Now, for your likings, if you don't like the bead, you can take the bead off. And then probably one of my personal favorite jigs is the white with the red collar and the 2 eyes.
Okay. Nice. Jesse, did you show everybody on there the website and Dan?
Yep,
You got that on there? So
There's a couple different ways you can. There's the new Instagram page now, so
Yep.
that's.
that people can get a hold of you and order stuff.
Yep.
And I know you're accessible if they got questions or if they got something that they're looking for
Yep.
that they want.
Or if guys are looking for ice conditions or anything, and or how conditions are on the river and all that, they could call too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jason Eastman says, excellent job, guys. So we're getting a thumbs up. Somebody's appreciating what we're doing here. You know what I mean? We're getting some love out there.
Jason,
Hello,
should you be
Jason,
plowing?
how you doing?
Aren't you plowing snow?
What else do well, we're going to do a lot of these. So once the weather gets a little warmer, I'm looking at here. Let's look at some really nice, bigger plastics, but that'll be for another week. I'm looking at a wall up there that's full of plastics, and there's a lot of goodies here. And Jesse and Dan, I mean, you guys, people got questions. People are looking to buy plastics. You guys are the guys to talk to.
Yeah. There's another. Remember how people are talking about storage too, where they're worried about remember how they're worried about the plastics are gonna combine together or mix together. It's not. They don't melt the plastic like that.
No,
Even with
I've got
scent in
kits
them,
and
they don't where Plano has the new box. These are the latch. These are really nice. They're completely 100% waterproof, and then they have the seal all the way around them. So there's not. But each one of these locked down in there, and them baits can't cross over unless in. It seems like it helps with a little bit of that scent that's on there. They stay right in there, and they don't
that'd
pull
be
out.
nice.
You know where you get some baits where you pull them out and they all come out. They all stay in there like that. And there's even with jigs, you can put your jigs in. I mean, this is 100% waterproof. All my crankbait boxes are like that.
Yep.
So you don't. I mean, once they're locked down, that's it. I mean, there's nothing.
We have another kit.
That's just kind of a mixed up colors that we've been using.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotzik and Zibby school bus.
Yep. School
Ah!
bus.
That's a custom.
If those guys are using that to catch a fish, because they don't play around. Those guys
No.
don't mess
There's
around.
this is kind of like the swirl when we're talking.
Yep. That's kind of a swirl.
Like a swirl here. This one here. That's
Oh,
in the
nice.
pink and white. That's a good color too.
Nice.
Yeah. There's all kind. I mean, here's another one.
I like the kits, guys. I'm liking the kits.
Yeah. What's that? That's.
This is let me get a different one. This is a center shot where it's got white in the center of it, and then it has clear over top of it with red and blue flake. Now,
Nice.
patriotic.
patriotic.
There you go. There you go.
It almost could be a Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Nice. Whoa. Did we cover what we wanted to cover, guys?
I think so. You want to go over the some of the other baits we make, or?
Well, we can come back. We're going to do more of these. We don't want to give
Why don't
everybody.
you? Yeah. Why don't you talk? Let's talk about some of like the.
Okay.
The other line.
How about
the other
this?
line.
Okay.
I got it, we can.
Let's do that. Let's. I
The-
take it Dan's not nervous anymore. Yeah, I don't see him being nervous here anymore.
Well, I mean, we got to get this out there too.
Okay.
But now,
Here's this?
go ahead.
Like yesterday, this prime example of yesterday. Yesterday was a tough bite. So
Okay.
you got normally. Let's see what you get here. Normally you can take just a jig head and just lip hook it like that, and then using it just like that, jigging.
Okay.
What I like to do is offset the hook a little bit, so when they grab a hold of that, you get penetration in your hook. But yesterday it was a bite where you needed to really downsize, so we're pulling that off, taking the ball off of it, and just using that tip like that.
Okay. So what are you doing now? Let's show it again, Jesse.
just-
I'm not the fastest guy with the camera here.
You just break the ball off in half the plastic, so you
Okay.
don't have the bulkiness of that.
Yeah.
And then all you're doing is just thread it on once, go like that, and then just spin it around again like that, and leaving it on there like that.
Oh,
So you
nice.
lay it on the ice, give it a shot of bait mate, and that's how. I mean, it was. I think we were using 3s yesterday,
Nice.
but you could have went smaller, and I think they would have hit smaller. But it's hard to tie those little guys out with 2-pound test line.
And cold fingers.
All in 30-mile-an-hour winds. But yeah, it was a key yesterday. It was a lot of scent, and you had to downsize. Otherwise, I mean, if they wouldn't touch the plastics, you would have to switch out and just have 1 spike on there and just hook it on there just once through the head, and that's it. You put 3 spikes on there, they would not touch it at all.
Wow.
This is the new bait Jesse was just explaining. I do believe we have not named it yet, but we're thinking on the lines of the Scud.
Okay.
This bait here is basically the same thing but what we've been noticing is a lot of guys have been taking and breaking down the body of it, which is relative to that, and a lot of guys are buying it just to break down the tail. But this one's called the Stinger. And then we go into, it's just a blade, a real fine blade. This is what I was using last weekend in the NIFC tournament. And I was breaking it down to about there in order to catch fish.
That's
Wow.
smaller than what we used yesterday, but
Wow.
it was brutal cold though.
Yeah, it was a tough bite to get bluegills and crappies to bite.
Wow.
This bait has been working wonders for me this year.
Okay.
This is called the Harpoon. This bait here is called the Sidewinder, and we make it in various colors.
It'll be a great
This is going to be an
all-around.
awesome springtime
Gotcha.
with your mini mites and stuff like that type of jigs. And then we're into the Hellcat. The Hellcat, there again, using the same thing for ice fishing, depending on the bite or breaking it down. I have heard of people taking off the tentacles to use to catch fish. So it's another customizable bait that works wonders. And then if you want something bigger for your springtime, we make the Hellfire, which is basically the same thing as that, but it's 2 inches long.
Nice. Nice.
That even might work as a smallmouth. It was a
Yep.
good smallmouth bait.
Yeah, on a drop shot or
Yeah.
something like that. You know?
Well, another one, Jesse, we got coming up 2-3 weeks of perch. We're gonna have
Yeah.
Mississippi River.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have
The
perch.
perch will be spawning.
We're gonna have the
soon.
perch here. That's gonna be a big bite. What do you recommend for the perch guys coming up in a couple of weeks?
I'm gonna have to say, let's
2 or
do
3
like what
weeks.
you did before in the tank when your wife was here. Do the Hellcat. Check this out. That is the activity on that is unbelievable on
Because
the
the
bottom.
perch guys here, real quick, are gonna be.
Yeah. The guys were heading to the Mississippi yesterday for the perch.
They were
Yep.
already.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually it's that
2
first
ways
week
of
in
hooking it.
April.
You can thread it
Okay.
so it comes out. Wow, I did a bad job. Grab me a different one. This one's been hooked a couple times.
Here, you'll use the school bus.
School bus, Yossick's favorite color. So you can do it. These bigger baits I like to just thread on. I'm kind of not really showing the camera. Trying to do stuff backwards.
I know. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
That really looks nice. Bring it up a little bit, Deanne. Get it in the white there. Oh, that looks nice.
If I was going perch fishing, this is probably the first bait I'd be putting on.
And you probably wouldn't have to trim that down for perch,
No,
especially
you wouldn't.
Mississippi perch.
Because you know the Halbermites, they
Yeah.
love when they start coming, so that would be perfect.
Show them on the bottom how it sits on the bottom, and
Oh,
see, they can pick that right up off the
oh
bottom.
man, they will pick that up. Those perch, they'll all day long they'll be picking those up. That's
And
nice.
look at how it just sits there too, and then, just with the currents, any little bit
Yeah.
of movement in those tentacles of the
In
legs.
the river, you're
move
gonna
on
have the
it.
current. You're
Oh,
gonna have the
yeah,
current,
yeah.
so the current's gonna do all your work. Nice. That's sweet. And that's called what? What's this
This is
called?
called the Hellcat.
The Hellcat. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Oh boy.
Yeah, that'll
Yep.
be a good. I'm sure once the bluegills are hot and heavy too, that'll be. You won't have to trim that down for the bluegills at all either. They'll
Yeah.
crappies. That'll be a good crappie bait too.
Oh yeah, the crappies will be feeding on that. What else we got, guys? What else we want to talk about here?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Are we? Well, here we're gonna
Ice
come
fishing.
back.
We still got all kinds of ice fishing yet.
How much ice did you say there was?
Oh man, there's most lakes that I've been fishing. There's anywhere from 25 plus all the way up to 27 inches.
And you
But
said 40 inches of
But the problem
snow.
is that's where nobody's getting around anymore, is because of the snow. But I think this week with everything melt, with the warmer temps, it'll help. That'll really get the fish going real good too again. But we still got a lot of ice yet. We're only the second week of March. There'll be ice fishing still by I'd say April.
I hope
Okay.
so.
But what's going to happen though is it's going to go quick. I think this year. It's going to be from cold.
You're gonna have to
We're
wait,
starting
too.
to get
You're
that,
gonna
and
have to wait
there's a
in that
lot
snow.
of weight. That's you drill a hole now, and it's the water comes up out of it, but there's still quite a bit of ice left yet.
Okay. So, with that, are we gonna call it? Are we gonna call this a day? Because
I
we
don't
can
know.
come back. I got a feeling you guys are comfortable now. You were worried about being nervous. He was worried about being nervous. What do we got? What do we got?
What do you got?
What do we got
Who
here?
knows?
I know. Oh,
Which
yeah.
one, right or left?
That one.
Oh,
All right, back to talking about scent. So a big thing is.
do you want me to go play with the camera?
No, you don't have to.
Are you sure?
Did you shower? You can stay.
Yeah.
So it can't be any worse than what smells in here. So we were joking around about scents and all this, and people talking about garlic. All the bass guys, garlic, chompers, garlic. So spraying your plastics with a garlic spray. So now the different thing is been doing the waxies. When you're making a fresh pack of your waxies,
Okay.
getting them in there.
Oh, I
spray-
already. Whoa.
spraying the garlic in there.
Oh,
they don't
boy.
kill them, but you can definitely tell there's scent on the.
Yeah.
It's like gas once it hits the water. You see when you drop that wax from that jig first down in there, you can see the oil come off of it. But why not? Everybody's using it in the summertime, and guys are coming in and buying them in the shop.
Yeah.
That way. And
Yep.
we were joking about this in the shack the other day, and Andrew goes, "That's what I'm using right now," and he was catching more than I was. Well, I was using
I'll be
plastics that day, but.
I'll be darned. Okay.
So it's something different you got to try,
Yeah.
especially on a winter like this when you got the last 3 weeks has been crazy. With all this weather, snow, cold,
Right.
hot.
Up, down.
Oh yeah.
Mother Nature's trying to figure out just what she wants to be, winter or spring or whatever. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Want to talk about the?
We'll come
That's
back.
all.
We'll come back. We'll come back. We had a good one here. We'll come back. I want to do this. I love this place. He's got a beautiful shop here. Maybe we'll do another one. We'll walk around the shop.
Yeah,
But
your apparel.
got a
Yeah.
beautiful shop here, and it's nice. You got the website. Let's do this.
Or if
Let's-
guys looking for, got what? 2 shacks left, 3 shacks left. How many sets of electronics? You got a bunch of, a few Markhams left,
and some
some Vexlars
Vexlars
left.
left.
Lot
Some
of
K
that-
drills. We got some K drills left in the store.
Okay. Nice.
That was a hard thing to find earlier this year. Everywhere you go, K drills are gone.
That's what I heard.
And then everybody got, everybody's got them. And then now there's still people looking for them. There's 2. What do you have? You have 8s
Three.
and 6s.
Just 8s.
Oh,
or
just
6.
or just 6s. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Okay.
got clam plates left. So
Okay. You're in good shape.
And lots of plastics.
Lots of plastic. And you're making plastics.
yep.
And you're making plastics.
Every day there's a new prototype made to go to the ice.
And I know who's I know just the guy.
I
just
called
the
him
guy-
the other day. I said, "Hey, I need a bag of these made." And I come in the morning. He goes, "Here you go."
Here you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know I'm coming back. I know we're going to do more of this. With that, I think we're going to end this.
Sure.
Okay, everybody. Hey, I want to say thank you, and go to FreedomBaitz. I just had it on there. Let's do that again. FreedomBaitz.com. Give Dan a call.
And here's-
And the
yeah,
other one,
so
if you
your
want to know
Instagram.
stuff, if you're looking for what do we call it?
To book a trip or any,
Yeah.
anything you're looking for ice conditions or weather, just give me a call.
In the middle part of the state, get a hold of Jesse. Okay. So with that, I think we're going to say goodnight. Thank you, everybody.